That's actually in my contract. Next up, the football player who last week gained some yardage, see what I did there, despite the difficult demands of the NFL scouting combine, this week found Michael and Peter relaxing before he, want to be on TV? You're going to be on TV? Before she doesn't want to be on TV, made her flip.
Today I have a little surprise for you, something a little different. Because Michael had such a hard week last week, I decided to recharge our batteries and set the tone for this week.
Yeah, I thought we did really well.
Yeah, considering the time that we had.
My legs were so heavy coming back from the combine.
We're going to work extra hard this week. It's going to be crazy tough, but it's Latin night.
Oh, gotta get sexy,
Whoa!
I got you.
Okay.
You're already scared. You're scared, I know you are. Let's, get our jitters out first.
Doing lifts with Michael is a little scary. I mean, he gets me up so high.
I'm pretty strong. I'm used to dealing with 200-pound guys on a football field. I think I kind of forgot that Peter only weighs 100 pounds.
Down.
I need to ease up on him for sure before I'm going to break him.
dancers were actually harmed in the making of that choreography, right?
No.
Good. Let's see what the judges have to say. Bruno.
Michael, you got so much muscle power. It actually amazes me how you managed to control it. But I have to say, I think tonight you were so careful and so trying to work your partner to your advantages that you got your timing really, really wrong. You went off so many times.
You didn't feel
and you lost, no, you did. And you lost freedom on the hips. You know, the hips have to flow, Michael. You can't force hip action. It has to flow from the footing. But once you get your timing wrong, it kind of stalls. Okay. But a great effort.
All right, carry on.
How do I say this? Okay. Salsa's supposed to be fun and exciting and like everybody's supposed to feel like let loose when you watch it. That made me so nervous the whole time because the lifts were not quite placed. Like I didn't feel like anything just flowed right into it. I didn't feel safe watching it. So, and as a viewer, you want to make sure that what's going on there, you guys are having fun. I felt like a disconnect a little bit in like the hand holding and like the placement. It's just a little choppy, okay? So work on that.
All right, Len?
Well, I thought it was a little bit rough and ready, but I thought the lifts were good, actually. You got them to... Michael, dancing is a bit like life. You have good days and you have not so good days. Tonight, not so good. Next week, come back, focus, and come back strong.
All right. Julianne.
I would say the same thing. I mean, I think the last 2 weeks were definitely stronger, but this was a really fast and, like, intricate dance. I would say for the footwork for your hip action, you tend to tap your foot instead of really placing your foot down. So when you really place it down, then you can use your hips. But if you just tap, there's no range of motion. So just, I guess, work on that for next week. But
all right. There you go. Constructive criticism. Head on up for your scores, if you would. Next week, by the way, our stars will be dancing to commemorate the most memorable year in each of their lives. And 2 weeks from tonight will mark the halfway point in the competition with the return of Disney night. So that's a couple of theme nights coming in the next 2 weeks. Aaron?
We talked about this in the dress rehearsal. This was not an easy dance. I mean, you and I were saying it was fast, there was lifts, it was all over the place. Watch your face while the judges were giving those comments. You know, what was going through your mind?
I mean, I really wanted to do really well tonight for Peta after the week she had of me dropping her. So it was a little, I didn't want to hurt her tonight, so that's my main focus. But, you know, we're at the judges' mercy.
Guess what? You didn't hurt her. I actually was, I think we all, because we watched the video, we were worried. But you didn't drop her. She did amazing. You took care of our girl. Let's get your scores.
Carrie-Anne Inaba.
6.
Len Goodman.
6.
Julianne Hough.
6.
Bruno Tognoli.
6.
24 out of 40 for Peta and Michael. Your faces say it all. I mean, what's your reaction here?
I mean, yeah, we would have loved to have gotten higher scores, but, you know, it is what it is, and we're going to hopefully get through to next week and do an amazing dance.
Okay, guys. You can help them reach the halfway point in the competition with your votes, but you have to get to it. Get online, get on the horn, do what you can to get these guys through. Tom?
All right, Aaron, thanks a lot. As the set begins to change behind me, coming up next, the pop star. Riker and Allison dance after this, and then Chris and Witney get the chance to redeem themselves. And later, another star will be eliminated live.